What's going on, guys? Thanks a lot for having me on the podcast, episode number 2, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Just started.
That was really cool. Thanks a lot for having me on the show. For those of you guys who don't know, my name is Rob. I'm the owner of Buttendz Hockey Grips, and I know you guys. I met you guys about a year and a half ago, and up on the beach in Maine, up in Higgins Beach.
Yeah.
And you guys doing the second episode of your show.
What's the best chirp that like someone has said to you or that you said to someone that stuck with you to this day?
I recently played in the LATAM Cup for Team Puerto Rico in Florida, and it was awesome. Like coming out of retirement, I haven't played hockey. I haven't had checking hockey in 11 years, and it was full check, put the pads on. Like it was like international play. It was pretty fast paced, like pretty good games. We ended up making the finals, so it was super sick playing for the gold medal for Puerto Rico. We were playing against Team Colombia. The games were pretty intense. Like I was like, we were playing for gold, So like I was out there trying to rip people's heads off, just like back in the day. We got kind of pumped by Colombia in the final game, and it got kind of scrappy. And like in front of the net, I like slashed one of the dudes from Colombia. Like he was like we were kind of jousting a little bit, and like I just laid a lumber like right on his wrist, it's like an old school, like basically like, what are you gonna do about it? And like he basically turned to me and he's like, if we were in Colombia, you'd be dead right now.
Holy.
Like get them like whatever, bro. Like yeah, okay, bring it on, bro. Like whatever you say.
All right. So next question. Like that we're from Maine. I remember you went live with Pat Shea. I think it was like about a year ago. You're talking about Maine and playing at Maine at the Alpha.
Hey.
I remember you said that someone chirped you, like called you Goldilocks or something. So
okay, that was a really fun experience. First of all, like being a college hockey player and like going up to UMaine to play. Like I grew up like watching Paul Kariya and like really like idolizing college hockey. Like, the game at that level with the crowd especially up at Maine. As you guys know, I'm assuming you've been to a bunch of Maine games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what the atmosphere is like, eh?
Oh yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Going there as an opposing player was like super fun. And we were playing in the playoffs against Maine. I think we played there maybe 2 years. We were in playoffs at Maine. We lost both times. But we went up there and they had like the student section like hanging over the like, where the team warms up. So you go in for warm-ups and you got like a couple thousand fans or whatever, just like hanging over in the rafters, like taunting at you and yelling at you and like you're trying to you're in the stands like chirping you. And at the time I had like pretty long hair, standard flow.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Blonde long hair, my like wave. And I was ripping around the ice and like the whole crowd started chanting Goldilocks at me. Like, so that was a pretty fun experience too. But yeah, the opposing crowd in Maine was all over me. I also had a run in with the UNH fans too back in the day. I like maybe my best college hockey game of all time was I was at Merrimack. I think I was a sophomore or junior year. We went up there right before Christmas time. That sold out barn. They had like 7,500 fans. Like, that bowl. Have you guys ever been to UNH?
Yeah.
We were at once. Yeah.
Okay. A couple times, I think.
Yeah. What's the name of the arena? The Whitney? Anyways.
Yeah, I think so.
I crushed their best player, like Sean Collins, who I'm buddies with. He's a STX guy. He works at STX, but I'm buddies with him now. But like back in the day, we were rivals, and like he was a sick player. I buried him coming across the middle. First earlier in the game, I scored a goal. I had an assist. Then I get one of my classic the Sean Collins cuts through the middle, and I like bury him open ice, like flatten him. And one of the other guys comes flying over to me, and we had like a fight on the ice. In college hockey, you're not allowed to fight.
Yeah.
So scored a goal. We were up like 5-1. It was like the second period. I buried their best player, Sean Collins. I get in a fight. I like dust this dude off in this fight. I get kicked out of the game. As I'm getting kicked out of the game, the whole fan booing me and like the whole crowd and like literally just dominated the game. And I like give him the whole like dusted the fans call.
Yeah. That's legendary.
And my coach loved it. Like that was an exciting time for sure.
Do you have any regrets looking back on your hockey career today, such as like, or do you ever think about like, oh, what if I took one more shot before going in for dinner, like some stuff like that? Do you ever think about that?
I guess if I had any regrets, I would say that I also like as a young person, also love to be very, have a social life and like, with, party with my friends and like, you know, honestly, like I drank alcohol like probably as a high school kid, and then as a college player I used to drink and like a little bit, and then like the drinking that I used to do in college, like it would be like if you didn't have a game for 4 days, I wouldn't drink. If I didn't have a game for 4 or 5 days, you wouldn't drink 5 days before a game, and like that was okay, and like that kind of developed as I got older. To be honest with you, like in pro hockey, you have like you play all these games and like beers after the game, and like all of a sudden the next thing you know, you if I look back and say like I probably drank too much, and whether or not that's like what did it in where like I didn't make it to the next level, like I look back and like it's something that I eliminated from my life at this point in my life. Like I don't drink alcohol. I haven't drank for like 7 years, and it's really made my life like an amazing experience. Like where when I was a young person and like playing pro hockey, like I played hard, I practiced hard, I worked out hard, and I partied hard. And like I look back now as like an older guy looking back in my younger days, and I like maybe I wish like I hadn't have been as much into the party lifestyle as like now I've experienced it and I've discovered it as like an older person. We're like, oh wow, like I've tapped into something here by not being a slave to like having alcohol as part of my my daily routine, if you will. And yeah, that's probably my number one thing that I look back and say that like I probably could have eliminated that as earlier. Like I eliminated it. It's been great. If I had done it sooner, I don't know what could have happened for me, but maybe that's like probably the only thing I think. Well, maybe whatever. That's the one thing that comes to mind for me.
So, I think Michael has one, but I wrote like a bunch of like rapid fire questions. It's like this or that. I think it'll be cool to end with that. So it's a bunch of random questions.
20?
Oh no, I have 7. And Michael has 1.
Okay. Oh, I thought you said 20.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I don't think I could come up with that many.
Wait. So it's this or that. So what are you gonna do? Like, how are you gonna do it?
There's like 2 options, and you just like pick one, kind of.
Okay, cool. Fire away. Let's go.
All
right, I'll go first.
Okay.
So were you an afternoon game or night person type of guy?
Night game.
What's better, bus rides with the boys or team dinners?
Oh wow. Bus rides with the boys.
Oh yeah. What would you rather have on the bench, Gatorade or water?
Water.
What would you rather have, a harder wrist shot or a harder slap shot?
Wow, I'd say now harder wrist shot, and then back in the day, I'd probably had a harder slap shot. My cannon slap shot, my wrist shot was not as good, but like now with the sticks and like this, I want that wrist shot.
Oh yeah. Who's better, Sidney Crosby or Alex Ovechkin?
I mean, right now you got to give it to Ovechkin, right? Like some of the stats I've been
for sure, yeah.
200 more goals than Crosby, who's the next guy in line as far as goal scoring. I mean, the way he plays, obviously Crosby's a Hall of Famer, but like just the way Ovechkin plays, he's an animal. Yeah. And he's, still dominating.
This one's not hockey related. It's kind of music. So, who's better, Ozuna or Bad Bunny?
Wow. I'll go Ozuna.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Yeah. You thought I was going Bad Bunny?
I thought you were. Yeah. I used to listen to him a lot, but now not so much nowadays. But probably should again.
Yeah, like I mean, Bad Bunny obviously has some classics. I love Bad Bunny. I just feel like the recent Ozuna has been like I've been more into than I have been recent Bad Bunny.
All right, I have 2 more. So, what arena would you rather play at, Bell Center or Madison Square Garden?
Dude, wow.
Yeah, it's a tough one. They're both that's really nice.
Right there, those are probably the 2 best.
They're both iconic arenas, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, wow, that's super tough. I think I got to go with the Bell Center.
Oh yeah, I'm not a big Canadians fan.
Oh no, I see that with Ottawa everywhere.
Oh yeah.
I guess like if I had to pick, like, I mean, you know that, I love New York too, guys. Like, it's a tough one. I think I'll go Bell Center.
All right, I think you'll like this question because it kind of fits your style of play. So, if you could get rid of one penalty in hockey, what would it be? Slashing or cross-checking?
Get rid of it. I would say probably cross-checking.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know.
I don't know. I like both of those things. I don't want to get rid of either.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, John. Thanks, Michael.
All right.
All right.
All right.
See ya.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you soon. All right.
Bye.
See ya.
Later.